Welcome to Debating About Barney.
Barney and Friends is an American children's television series targeted at children aged 2 to 5, created by Cheryl Leach. The series first aired on PBS on April 6, 1992, and features Barney, a purple anthropomorphic Tyrannosaurus Rex who conveys educational messages through songs and small dance routines with a friendly, huggable and optimistic attitude. The series ended on November 2, 2010, although new videos were still released on various dates after the last episode aired. Reruns aired on Sprout from 2005 to 2015, and from December 17, 2018 to January 25, 2020 on Sprout's successor network, Universal Kids. On October 6, 2015, the series was initially renewed for revival with a new season to premiere in 2017, but that never came to fruition. A CGI animated series will air on Cartoon Network's Cartoonito and stream on Maximum.
While popular with its intended audience, Barney and Friends drew severe negative reaction from the older set, who mocked the title character in popular culture through song parodies and comedy routines such as being beaten up by NBA star Charles Barkley on a Saturday Night Live episode.
History and development.
Barney and Friends was created by Cheryl Leach of Dallas, Texas. She came up with the idea of a children's program after noticing that her son outgrew We Sing Together, and then recognizing that there were no videos to appeal to her son. Leach then brought together a team who created a series of home videos, Barney and the Backyard Gang, initially released in 1988. The first 3 videos starred actress Sandy Duncan.
One day in 1991, the daughter of Connecticut Public Television executive Larry Rifkin rented one of the videos and was mesmerized by it. Rifkin thought the concept could be developed for PBS. Rifkin thought Barney had appeal because he was less neurotic than Big Bird. He pitched it to CPTV president Jerry Franklin, whose preschool son also fell in love with it. Franklin and Rifkin pitched the idea to all of their colleagues with preschoolers, and they all agreed that kids would love a Barney show. Franklin and Rifkin convinced Leach to let CPTV revamp the concept for television. The show debuted as Barney and Friends in 1992. The series was produced by CPTV and Lyric Studios, later bought by Hit Entertainment.
Although the show was a runaway hit, PBS initially opted not to provide funding beyond the initial 30-episode run. When Rifkin and other CPTV executives learned this, they wrote letters to their fellow PBS member stations urging them to get PBS to reconsider. The Lions Group, meanwhile, sent out notices through the Barney Fan Club, telling parents to write letters and make phone calls to their local PBS stations to show their support for Barney and Friends. By the time of the yearly member stations meeting, station executives across the country were up in arms over the prospect of one of their most popular shows being cancelled. Faced with an atmosphere that Rifkin later described as like an insurrection, PBS ultimately relented.
For several years, the show was taped at the Color Dynamics Studios facility at Greenville Avenue and Bethany Drive in Allen, Texas, after which it moved to the studios at Las Colinas in Irving, Texas, and then Carrollton, a suburb of Dallas. The TV series was produced by WNET from 2006 to 2010.
Episode format.
The episodes open with the theme song, over clips from various episodes and the title card before it dissolves into the school, in seasons 1 to 6, or park, in seasons 7 to 14. The children are seen doing an activity, occasionally relating to the episode's topic. They eventually cause Barney to come to life from a plush doll, transforming into the real Barney, how he appears in the children's imaginations. Beginning in season 9, Barney's transformation occurs in a clip at the end of the theme song.
Here, the main plot of the episode takes place. Barney and the children learn about the main topic of the episode, with Baby Bop, BJ, or Riff appearing during the episode and numerous songs themed relating to the subject featured in the series. The roles of Baby Bop, BJ, and Riff have grown larger in later seasons, and later episodes venture outside of the school to other places within the neighborhood, and in season 13, to other countries around the world.
Barney concludes with the song I Love You, then the children say goodbye to him and leave. Barney dissolves back into his original stuffed form and winks to the audience. The first story in season 10 to 11 episodes end with the characters singing A Friend Like You instead and Barney remaining alive.
The sequence transitions to Barney Says, in seasons 1 to 8 and 12 only, where Barney, who is off-screen, narrates what he and his friends had done that day, along with still snapshots from the episode. Barney ends the segment in seasons 1 and 2 by saying I love you before the credits roll. In seasons 3 to 8 and 12, the segment ends with a pre-recorded clip of Barney saying, and remember, I love you, and waving goodbye.
Characters and cast.
Barney, voiced by Bob West 1992 to 2000, and Dean Went 2001 to 2010. People who wore the Barney suit included David Joyner 1991 to 2001 and Carey Stinson. The main character is a purple and green Tyrannosaurus in stuffed animal likeness, who comes to life through a child's imagination. His theme song is Barney is a Dinosaur, whose tune is based on Yankee Doodle. Barney often quotes things as being super-de-duper. Episodes frequently end with the song I Love You, sung to the tune of This Old Man. Despite being a carnivorous-type dinosaur, Barney does not have a carnivore's fearsome teeth. He likes many different foods such as fruits and vegetables, but his main favorite is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a glass of milk.
Baby Bop, voiced by Julie Johnson, a green triceratops, who was originally 2 years old, but turned 3 in Look at Me, I'm 3. Baby Bop has been on the show since her debut in Barney in Concert on July 29, 1991. She wears a pink bow and pink ballet slippers and carries a yellow security blanket. She sings the song My Yellow Blankie to show how much her security blanket means to her. She likes to eat macaroni and cheese and pizza. She is the younger sister of BJ.
BJ, voiced by Patty Wirtz, a 7-year-old yellow protoceratops. BJ has been on the show since September 27, 1993. He is the older brother of Baby Bop, whom he frequently calls Sissy and occasionally calls by her name. He sings BJ's song about himself. He wears a red baseball cap and red sneakers. He lost his hat in the episode Hats Off to BJ. Pickles are his favorite food and he has tried them in various ways, such as on pizza.
Riff, voiced by Michaela Dietz, an orange 6-year-old hadrosaur, who is Baby Bop and BJ's cousin. Riff has been on the show since September 18, 2006. He wears green sneakers. His theme music is I Hear Music Everywhere. Riff loves music and it is in almost everything he does. In the episode Barney, Let's Go to the Firehouse, it was revealed that Riff also likes to invent things. He created a 4-sound smoke detector. The first 3 were different alarm sounds and the final one his voice. He is shown to have an interest in marching bands and parades.
The adults and children on the show often appear as teachers, storytellers, or other characters.
Mother Goose, Sandy Wilder, Michelle Mickerel, Julie Johnson, the rhyme master herself appears in the episodes Let's Help Mother Goose, Honk, Honk, A Goose on the Loose, A Little Mother Goose, Barney's Big Surprise, and Mother Goose Fairy Tales.
Stella the Storyteller, Phyllis Cicero. Stella travels all around the world, collecting new stories to tell Barney and friends, among other people. She appeared in several episodes from seasons 3 to 6 but reappeared in the video The Best of Barney, where she gave Barney a photo album of his friends over the years she made herself. After she finishes a story and when she says goodbye in every foreign language, she says her catchphrase toodles before closing the door.
Tommy DiPaola, the famous children's author, is also a good friend of Barney and usually meets his friends in the episodes he appeared in, which are Picture This, It's Raining, It's Pouring, and Oh Brother, She's My Sister.
Mum, Sandy Duncan, Michael and Amy's mother in the first 3 Barney and the Backyard Gang videos. Duncan also appeared as Molly the Mermaid in A Day at the Beach.
Dad, Bob Reed, Michael and Amy's father in the first 3 Barney and the Backyard Gang videos.
Mr. Boyd, Robert Sweetman. His full name is Grady Boyd and he has a niece named Colleen and a dog named Bingo. He worked as a musician in Classical Cleanup, Barney's band, Come Blow Your Horn and Play Piano with Me, a janitor in seasons 3 to 6 and a park keeper in seasons 7 and 8. He later reappeared in The Best of Barney.
Colleen, Claire Burdett. Colleen is Mr. Boyd's niece, who comes to town for a visit and is introduced to Barney and the children. She is a congenital amputee born without her right hand, as is her actress. She appeared in 2 episodes, A New Friend and A Perfectly Purple Day.
Linda, Adrienne Kangas. Linda is Chip's younger sister who appeared in seasons 5 to 6, as well as 2 home videos.
David, Robert Hurdekind. David is a boy in a wheelchair who appeared at the beginning of 2 episodes, Falling for Autumn and Shaun and the Beanstalk.
A lot of puppets appeared in many seasons. The most notable puppets were Scooter McNulty, a brown squirrel seasons 4-6, 1997 to 2000, performed and voiced by Todd Duffy. Miss Etiquette, a purple bird, seasons 4-6, 1997 to 2000, performed and voiced by Bryce Armstrong. Armstrong also voices Beauregard the cat in the video It's Time for Counting. Booker T. Bookworm, an orange worm with interests in books, season 5, 1998 to 1999, performed and voiced by Earl Fisher.
Throughout the series run, over 100 children have appeared in the series, with most of them from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Only a small portion of these actors have made notable appearances in media since their roles, including Peyton Alex Smith, played Jamal in season 10, Danielle Vega, played Kim in seasons 4 to 6, Demi Lovato, played Angela in seasons 7 to 8, Selena Gomez, played Gianna in seasons 7 to 8, Debbie Ryan, played Debbie in season 10, Madison Pettis, played Bridget in season 10, Jaron Lewison, played Joshua in seasons 12 to 13.
Airings.
Other than the United States, the series has aired in Canada, Mexico and Latin America, France, Ireland, Italy, Malaysia, Spain, the United Kingdom, Japan, on English-based DVDs under the name Let's Play with Barney in English, Barney to Ego de Asobo, and on television as simply Barney and Friends, Barney and O Funzu, the Philippines, Turkey, Australia, and New Zealand, among others. Australian-based company and distributor Southern Star handled non-US rights to the series from the mid-90s until 2001 when Hit revoked the deal after acquiring Lyric. 2 known co-productions of Barney and Friends have been produced outside of the US. The Israeli co-production Hachavarim Shel Barney, The Friends of Barney, produced from 1997 to 1999 in Tel Aviv, Israel, was the first of these. Rather than dubbing the original American episodes in seasons 1 to 3, the episodes were adapted with a unique set and exclusive child actors. The second co-production was broadcast in South Korea from 2001 to 2003 on KBS under the name, Barney와 친구들, Barney and Friends. This one, however, adapted the first 6 seasons, including the first 3 that the Israel co-production did.
Music.
The show's theme song was I Love You, with new lyrics sung to the melody of the public domain song This Old Man. The new lyrics were written for the melody in 1982 by Indiana homemaker Lee Bernstein for a children's book titled Piggyback Songs, 1983, and these lyrics were adapted by Barney producers in the early 1990s, without knowing the words had been written by Bernstein. Upon discovering the usage of her lyrics, Bernstein retained lawyer Daniel Glavin, who negotiated with Barney producers for writing credit and royalties, reported as a one-time payment of $7,500 plus $2,000 every several years. In 1994, when Barney related licensing was bringing in an estimated $50 million for the Lions Group, Bernstein sought a higher royalty payment in court. A majority of the albums of Barney and Friends feature Bob West as the voice of Barney. However, the recent album The Land of Make-Believe has Dean Went's voice. The song I Love You was among those used by interrogators at Guantanamo Bay detention camp to coerce detainees.